You ready?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
it. All
here
right,
we are.
guys. This is Jim, and that's Warren, and we're coming to you live from Decades. No, we're not live.
We are
We're
live
not,
now.
we used to be live.
We used to be live.
This is a taped thing. Yep. And it looks like we're on a split screen, but we're not. We're here. See, we're both together. It's just the wall behind us. It's kind of a cool effect
It is.
or whatever.
We didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah, I'm Jim. That's Warren. This is Talking Vintage. We come to you from Decades Reclaim Vintage Depot, located at 502 West Brennan Road, Lakeland, Florida, 33813. And it's raining in the shop today, so I hope they can hear us okay.
But it's not raining in the shop.
No, it's not raining in the shop. It's raining on the shop, but we have a metal roof, so we're just going to have to speak up. So
Okay.
yeah, but oh yeah, and I've got somebody trying to call me right now, but we don't need that. But yeah, so what are we here for? We're here to educate you guys, entertain you guys, and
Hope you come. Hope you like us.
yeah,
and
and
come see
invite
us.
you to the
Yeah,
shop
yeah.
if you're in town or you're local or you're ever in Central Florida. You need to come see us. But yeah, so that's it. So let's go over what we did last week. Last week we talked about vintage trends and what the experts had to say. We went over train scale a little bit.
Yes, we
That
did.
was that
Yes,
was
we
in our
did.
insight segment, talking about train scales, vintage train scales, and then in our vendor corner, we talked about pricing a little bit. So that's what we did
Yep.
last week.
Yep.
This week we're going to go over some stuff, but we're going to talk a little bit about the shop itself first. We're going to talk about some shop events. As always, we have our market weekend, which is the first weekend of the month. It starts on the first Thursday and it runs through that Sunday. And we're open 10 to 5 all 4 of those days. Now, the rest of the time, the shop is open 7 days a week, with Friday and Saturday being 10 to 5 and the rest of the days being 10 to 3. But that market weekend, why is the market weekend important?
Yeah.
I got a message.
Oh, good.
The market
Anyway,
week is
okay.
important because that's when the vendors all gear up to bring their
yeah.
stuff in.
We do. We
Yeah, yeah.
We stock up our shelves.
Not that we're not stocking up all month long, but traditionally we were only open on the market weekend, and then we added every Friday and Saturday. We were more of an event than that. We've turned in more to a retail store in the past few years, but the market weekend is still there. It's still the best weekend to come in. It's still when you're going to see the freshest and most stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the first Thursday. Starts the first Thursday of the month. We're also got it coming up in February. We're going to have a Valentine's special, and you can look on Facebook more for that. And we're going to be doing a vinyl sale.
Yes.
We've talked about it. We don't have all the details, but we're going to be doing a vinyl sale. It's going to be really cool. Warren himself, he's going to be running the vinyl sale, and that's going to be coming up. So that's enough for the shop. Let's move on. We're going to talk about some vintage stuff. So we're going to talk about what's hot and hot or not. It's a game we play. And now I know, like last week, we talked about vintage trending, but this is right now. This is right now. What is hot today? What is selling? So it's a game we play. So I ask Warren, I give him a topic or a category, and he tells me whether he thinks it's hot or not, and then I explain my answer. So he's
Jim's
looking.
always right.
He's
Jim's
cheating.
always right.
He's cheating. He's trying to look at the answers. Okay, so the first one, Warren, from me to you, the answer is glass. Hot or not?
That is a hot and cold question.
No,
Yeah,
no.
right
now.
Right now, it seems to be selling in our shop.
Don't beat around the bush.
Okay,
Hot or not?
Hot.
Hot. It is hot. We've been selling a ton of glass in the last probably 6 weeks. It used to be something that none of us really liked. We didn't care for. It didn't sell well. But glass is selling. Specifically, colored glass sells more than clear glass. But it is all glass is selling right now.
And why
All
we
glass.
didn't like carrying it because it's so
Yeah,
breakable. It's breakable.
Well, it's breakable and it didn't sell very well. But now it's trending now. Okay, your turn.
Wicker furniture,
Hot.
very,
Yeah.
very.
Yeah, it's been selling a lot lately, so there you go. All right, next one for me to you is...
all?
No, I'm giving you another one.
I
It's
thought
my
you-
turn.
I thought you were going to talk about
No.
the wicker furniture a
Nah.
little more. Okay.
Mid-century modern.
Oh, that's extremely hot.
Now, we said it was going to trend this year, and it trended last year, but right now, currently, it's hot.
It's still going.
We don't
Yeah.
have any in the shop.
Yeah, we move it out real fast.
Real fast. We get it, it's gone. Yep, get it, it's gone. All right, your turn.
My turn. How about what is novelty items?
Novelty
Yeah,
items.
like handcuffs, furry handcuffs, and
What?
And
No, what road are we going down here? Furry
Novelty,
handcuffs.
novelty.
Well, novelty in
Yeah.
what realm? You're talking furry handcuffs.
Well, they're soft on your wrists.
Uh,
But novelty items in general, not just.
Are we talking bedroom novelty items? Because
We're
you're.
talking like
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say not.
they're not. They're not.
They're not hot.
They're not hot. Oh,
Okay. All right, we're moving away from the
that's not
novelties.
what I meant.
It's
when
my
I,
turn.
Oh, okay.
Farmhouse, hot or not?
Farmhouse. I don't think so.
No.
It doesn't seem to be going
Yep,
anywhere.
it is.
Is it
it's
going?
still
Is it-
hot.
is it
Yep,
still-
we still sell it.
Wow.
Warren's not in the shop quite as much as I am, but yeah, furry handcuffs. But yeah, farmhouse is hot. It's hot. Your turn.
Oh my god. Stuffed toys. Stuffed animals.
toys.
Musical ones, they're any. Stuffed toys.
Stuffed toys. Well, I'm not an expert on those, but we have an expert here in the shop, and I would say that. I mean, we've been selling a lot of Beanie Babies. I would say they're hot for selling as long as the value's there. So I'm going to say hot.
I'm going to say not so hot, only because I think because they're cloth and they're not bagged. Really, and people are a little reluctant to handle those things because of the COVID thing.
I don't know. We've been selling a ton of Beanie Babies, but
Okay.
they're priced right.
Yeah, well, yeah, that makes a difference.
That's
too,
priced
but,
right.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I guess that would go to anything as long as it's priced right. You can make it hot or not. But yeah, we sell a ton of them Disney plushes. We can't keep those in Raggedy Ann and Andy.
Yeah.
So I think it's hot, but you think it's
I got
not.
I got a shelf full of them.
All right, here's my next one. This is my last one for you.
Oh.
We're only going to do 4 each today.
Oh, okay.
Textiles.
That means like blankets and quilts and stuff. Is that what
Well,
you're referring to? Or?
you can blankets, quilts, rugs.
Okay.
You know.
Okay. Stuff. Yeah, actually, because it's cool outside, so people are picking up the stuffed blankets and that kind of
Well,
thing.
that's a good reasoning for it. I'm not sure it's the reason why, but yes, it is hot.
Okay.
So you got that one.
Why do you think?
Ding ding.
Why do you think?
I don't know. It's just the patterns. You know,
Oh,
we sell a lot of
okay.
fabric, just fabric
okay,
textiles,
okay,
and people
okay.
are to buying things to take them apart to get the fabric to do something else with. But yeah, it's
okay,
hot. So
okay,
if you
okay,
notice my
okay.
trend today, everything was hot that I
Yeah,
said.
everything was. I
Okay,
noticed
you're
that.
you got one left?
I've got one. I've got
Okay.
several. I'll give you one.
Just give me
How
one.
about Lego toys?
Lego toys. I'm going to say hot because I don't think they ever not
Right,
have
right.
been really collectible wise.
Right. Yeah. Now the older ones, of course,
Collectible, yeah, the collectible
yeah,
ones, the
Right.
complete sets they don't make anymore.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because they use different little colored blocks to build something, and you can't buy that colored block to reproduce the piece or whatever.
right.
You know, yeah.
It's not like the old days, the old ones.
No, no,
I
they're
grew
just
up
plain.
with the Legos and things
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So yeah, they're
Yours
they're
were
still
made
hot.
out of stone, right? You got them from Fred down at
Wood.
the quarry?
Wood.
Okay. All right. So moving on. So that was hot or not for today, just to give you an insight of what we think or what we know is hot right now in the shop or not.
What we think is hot.
Right. So now we're going to move on to our insight. And you did the insight last week when you were talking about train scales, and I'm going to do the insight this week, and I'm going to talk about cast iron. Okay, I have been collecting cast iron banks for a long time, and even though I'm not going to talk about those today or give you any insights because I would want to have a example here and I don't, I'm going to talk about kitchen cast iron pots and pans.
Okay.
And really, as far as cast iron pots and pans, there's going to be two categories you're going to fall in. Are you buying it to collect it, or are you buying it to use it? Because if you're buying it to use it, any cast will do. I mean, the older cast is not much different than the newer cast. You don't have to worry about brand. You just want a piece that's in good condition and doesn't have a bunch of pitting in it or something like that. Even a rusted piece of cast can be cleaned and re-seasoned and used, okay? So, I mean, if you're going to use it, then just buy the size and the pan that you like, clean it up and use it. Now, if you're collecting it, of course, you know, that there's a whole big difference. You're going to want a brand. You're going to want some of the older brands. You know, you're going to want the Griswolds, and you're going to want the odd pieces. You know, Griswold made tons of casts, but it's the odd ones. It's the, you know, the 13-gallon quart or the 13-quart Dutch oven that's sought after, because there was tons of 12s and tons of 14s, but not a lot of 13s. You know, people want footed frying pans. They want frying pans with a lip on them, stuff like that. So if you're collecting it, you're going to go for the odd. Condition's going to be very important for collecting too. People don't want it just banged up. But if you're going to use it, it's probably condition's the number one thing, and not so much the oddity of it or the brand of it.
Now, if you want to collect it for your wall or whatever, should you clean it?
Oh yeah, you need
leave it with the patina on
No, go ahead and clean it and then season it and then put it on your wall. Okay. Yeah, because then it won't rust sitting there on the wall. So, I mean, I have an electrolysis tank that I use to clean casts with, and you've seen them. I can pull them out, and they're perfectly good. And as soon as I pull them out, I can put them somewhere to dry, and they rust up almost instantly. So it's just because we're in Florida and humidity's there, and really, I need to take them out of the electrolysis tank, clean them off, and then bake them. And so, but I did one for one of our vendors here, and she took it home, and it was rusted up by the time she got home. She just cleaned that rust off really good and really easily. That's the thing, because I've taken most of the rust off with electrolysis. This is just surface rust that got on it before she got home. She cleaned it up real good. She threw it in the oven. She cooked it. She brought it out. She seasoned it. She cooked it again. It's perfect now. So that's the whole seasoning process. And that you guys can go on YouTube, and there's tons of videos on how to do them. And I can't even say it now. Electrolysis works really good. All right, moving on. We're going to go into our show and sell segment. This is where we show you a few things that we went around in the shop and picked up. And if you want them, you can come in and purchase them. So this one is mine. This is a Avon egg. I didn't know Avon made eggs, but this is an Avon egg, and it's really cool. It's ceramic. I don't know if it comes off the base. No, I don't think so. It's just an egg. It's really cool. It's $2. $2 for the Avon egg. So there you go. Your turn.
Hey, I've got here an Auburn rubber pickup truck from the 50s, and there's $15 on the price tag. It's pretty cool. It's got all its tires and wheels and everything else.
And it's rubber.
And it's rubber, yes.
Makes good for crashing. Yeah. All right, next I have is a little basket. It's a Formalities is the brand, and it's a little ceramic basket. It's really pretty. It's got some gold on it, and the price on the Formalities basket is $14.50.
Cool.
Your turn.
I've got a clock, an alarm clock.
I like that. It looks like a dashboard.
It does.
You know, dashboard clock.
It works. It's very nice to book on your desk, and it is $20. And it
$20, and it still works. And it winds up. Yep. Very good. You don't need batteries then. My last item for the day is sports cards. We have sports cards here at the shop. We have got a whole showcase full of them. This one happens to be 2006 Fleer Rookies cards. This is a sealed, that's why it's got the security tape on it. It's a sealed box of packs, and it runs $80. And it's got, what's that guy's name?
That's who is it? That's Luck, Drew Luck.
No, that's not Drew Luck.
Is that Peyton?
That's Peyton.
Oh, it is Peyton.
Peyton Manning on there, and it's 2006 Fleer Rookies, and it's $80. Your turn.
Hey, my last item is a Brio, which is a name for what goes along with the wooden toys, wooden trains and things like that. This is a carousel. It's still brand new. It's in the box with, with all the parts there.
No,
so
cool.
It's pretty cool. And the price on that little baby is $20.
$20. All right. Well, that ends our show and sell segment. The next thing we're going to go into is we're going to go in our vendor corner. We're going to help you out if you're a vendor at a shop like we are. Mm-hmm. Okay, and just a little insider what we think, things you can do. Today we're going to talk about staging versus volume. And let me explain that to you, because I hadn't said much to you about this. Staging is when you take a piece and you put it in your booth or whatever and you stage it. So if it's a desk, You stage it like it would be a desk at home. You're going to put things on top of it, a clock, pencil holder, things like that. You're staging it. You're making people see it in the space that it would go in their home as it would go in there. And then that's fine, and that's great, and that sells items. But here at our shop, and at a lot of them, it's a numbers game in order to be successful as a vendor. So you need the volume too. So it's kind of a tough thing to stage pieces, because when you put a desk there and you only put a couple things on it, you're losing that space.
Yep.
It's the desk and the couple things, and it's the more you have in your booth, the more the potential you have to sell. So that's what I'm saying. So unless you have something that's extremely hot, unless that desk is going to go very quickly, staging becomes hard. I mean, you can do it, and a lot of our vendors stage, but they're not staging their whole booth, or not in the manner that you would think. They're staging a couple pieces in there, and then the rest they're kind of grouping into alike things, and so they get the volume in there. You got to have the volume. If on average, I think we sell here around 30% of your items. So if you want to be successful, only having 50 items, you're only going to sell, what would that be? Six items?
Not much.
You're not going to sell many items.
Right.
And those better be high prices in order to make it, or high ticket prices in order to make it. So it's a matter of having this stuff in here, having a volume of stuff as much as you can. That's why we tell our vendors to put it, don't take it home, just put it somewhere else. Maybe it doesn't look really good if it's down in the corner of your booth, but it's better than taking it home, because if you take it home, you can't sell it at all.
Right,
you can't sell it sitting in your garage.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you recommend putting stuff on like on a bookshelf? Drinking glasses all together?
Yeah, that's
And
kind
then-
of the
then
grouping
that's
thing.
the grouping thing?
Yeah. People group by colors and things like that. Maybe it's a seasonal thing. They'll have a group of stuff seasonal. My thing is to get the volume in there. I do very little staging. I might take a baby carriage that I have and then put some stuffed animals in it. That kind of staging. But I don't do a lot with furniture, so I don't have the big pieces to stage. And even if I did, I would try to get as many pieces on that furniture as I could, because I got to sell. So we got to have the items in there to sell.
So if you had motor oil and stuff like that, you would maybe scatter them around in your...
No, I would
keep
put
them
all my cans together.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what somebody that's going to collect is going to want to see them. They're going to put them in their collection. They're not going to have their motor cans in their garage all over the place. They're going to have a big section of them.
Okay.
And we want their section to grow by buying ours.
Right. Okay.
So that's it. So that's staging versus volume. It's a fine line to walk, to stage a piece, to sell it. When it may be taking up a great amount of space that you need to get the numbers in there, the volume, the pieces in there to sell. All right, well, that's it for today. That's our show. In closing, we want to thank everybody for watching this show.
Yes.
Sure.
Please come on out. Even though it's raining out there, it's dry in the shop.
It might not be raining today. This is not live.
That's right.
Whenever they see this, it might not be raining.
Okay, so it may not be.
It might not be raining. It could be snowing. You never know. But anyways, I'm Jim and this is Warren. We thank you guys for watching. Next week we're going to come in and have a question and answer session. So if nobody asks any questions, what will we do? Just sit here?
I'll ask you questions.
No. We want them from them.
Oh well, yeah, we do, but we don't.
We're just going to sit here.
We're going to just sit here.
We're going to sit
Look
here.
Pretty?
Look.
Okay.
Well, I don't know about pretty. We're going to look at them. We're going to stare at the screen. Let's practice.
Did we do good?
I don't know.
I think so.
It's going to be pretty creepy with us just staring there and you guys watching us stare. So drop a comment down below. Anything, any question you want to ask, what's Warren's phone number, whatever, comment below and we'll do our best to answer the questions. Yep. So,
You can ask this question. What do you do with fuzzy?
No. Let's leave the fuzzy handcuffs out of it.
All right.
Okay. Now, if somebody asks that, you're going to answer it. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Once again, thanks for watching our show. We hope everybody stays safe and healthy, and watch us next time. Yeah. All right. You want to turn it off this time?
I'll push the button.
The button. There you go.